News now from Surat in Gujarat, where scores of migrant workers and labourers went on a rampage on Friday evening. They were seen out on the streets of Surat, allegedly setting vehicles and property on fire. Reports are that a group of migrant workers who were stuck at the state border due to the lockdown went on a rampage, demanding that necessary arrangements be made for them to return to their native places, and they're also seeking a quick dispersal of their unpaid dues.
शाम को 7:15 के आसपास यहाँ जो लोग रहते हैं, वर्कर लोग रहते हैं, उन्होंने ये रोड पे पत्थर और जो रिक्शा होती है या लारी होता है वो रख के रोड को ब्लॉक किया था। और प्राइमरी पुलिस आ गई थी पहले ही और थोड़ा पत्थर मारा, उन्होंने स्टोन पेल्टिंग किया, फिर पुलिस आ गई और सब कंट्रोल कर लिया है। अभी 60 से 70 के आसपास आदमियों को डिटेन किया हुआ है और बाकी कॉम्बिंग की कार्यवाही चालू है और आगे जो भी गुना होगा वो दाखिल किया जाएगा।
उनकी डिमांड क्या थी, क्यों इसलिए?
अभी प्राइमरी ऐसा जो हमको पता चला है उसके मुताबिक उनको घर वापस जाना है, वही उनकी प्राइमरी डिमांड है।
All right, let's go across to NDTV. Saurabh Gupta for more on this. And Saurabh, so these migrant workers have been stuck at the border, not being allowed to return since the lockdown began. And now with talk that the lockdown is going to be extended, they're clearly very anxious, and this rampage in the streets of Surat.
Well, yes, Surat actually has one of the highest migrant populations in the state of Gujarat, and that is because a lot of these migrant population or migrant laborers come and work in the power mills, power loom textile factories of Surat. Now, what has happened is in this case that, these factories have been shut as a result of the lockdown, and these workers, many of whom are from Odisha, wanted to sort of now go back because they expect the lockdown to be extended. In such a scenario, while there is a lockdown in place, obviously they cannot be allowed to move around, and this is some sort of anger spilling out onto the streets. But the police, of course, reaching the spot and bringing the situation under control. What, however, we've been told is by the time the police arrived, at least around 1,000 people had gathered on the streets shouting and complaining about salaries and wanting to go back home, saying the accommodation they were staying in was okay as far as they were working, but right now they want to go back home. Also, they've torched vehicles, we are being told, in this situation that has emerged in Surat. And like we've reported, like was said earlier, Surat is home to Gujarat's largest migrant population. And as a result of the nationwide lockdown because of COVID-19 pandemic, factories have been shut, especially the bar looms, and this is why these people are without work, thereby without an income. They've been paid for the last month, but one isn't sure how the factory itself is going to pay the next month if there is no income. So obviously, there is going to be some sort of, coming out of the anger, and that is what has happened in Surat. But the police have controlled it in time, is what we are being told.